Hey Internet, a quick 20-second comment. I'm building a video library website with short clips like this that show the real life aspect of having a career or pursuing a certain career. Please comment below to say what kind of video interviews you would find valuable or your general comments on this interview. All right, thank you.
Tell me about your side projects.
Well, I have two side projects right now because it's been only like a month that I graduated from the bootcamp. So one of my side projects is one of my friends. She's not tech savvy at all, and then she's like, "Oh, I always lose my recipes, and I can never find my recipes in my recipe book. I'm a mess. Can you build me a recipe book with like organized with like a search filter?" And all? I'm like, "Sure, I could." So I built an application, well, a web application for her, just because I know that for a mobile app, it will be a lot of work to actually look at it. And so it allows you to search for in the Google and save a recipe into a category. And once you go to your actual website, you can into your profile from the website, you can see the recipes that you saved. And
Is it from bookmarked web pages?
Yes, I use Google Chrome extensions because they have a way to save their bookmarks into a database.
Okay.
So
And how long did that take, or how long have you worked on it so far?
it took me a month, and this is because I had to do from designing it to doing the front end, the CSS and HTML, and doing the back end as well.
Okay.
I did it by myself, and also the reason why it also took me that long is because I think testing web applications is really important. I'm not really good at it, but I want to get better at it because it's essential to make sure that if you test, if you write code to test that your application works the way you think it's supposed to work, and the moment it breaks, that means that it's not probably working the way you thought. And it takes a little time to actually write that, and that's why it took me a month, because I'm trying to get better at it.
And about how many hours per week in that month-ish?
I want to say sometimes I did 5 hours, sometimes I did 8, sometimes I did none, sometimes I did 3 hours. It will depend, really, because I've been going to a lot of meetups, and it really depends of my day, how it looks, and how much time I have to work on it, because I also have to have enough time to apply to jobs and working resume, and also working in another side project is for Code for Denver. We are technically trying to rebuild a website that it's for a non-profit school. They teach middle schoolers from that school, and especially how to use Photoshop, how to use HTML, how to use CSS, but their current website is pretty bad, and students are always complaining. I mean, they're middle schoolers, so I'm in their team, and we're currently redoing the whole thing.
Redoing the whole website?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's also part of a side project because I'm also contributing a lot.
And how many, like, is it just you on the first one and multiple people on the Code for Denver one?
Yes.
Okay.
There's multiple people for Code for Denver.
About how many?
Is 5 of us, which only 3 of us are coders, and the rest are like business people, or one of them is the person who works at that school who brought the idea. So she is like the the lead project, because she's the one who knows how it has to work, because those are her students. And also another side project that it has to be done by this week, and completely done, is for a company that they had an ad builder, but they were using a thing called Flash, where it's really
Adobe Flash or a different Flash?
I think a different Flash,
Okay.
or maybe Adobe Flash. I'm not really sure, but they got a lot of customers' complaints because it breaks a lot. It's not up to date. In fact, Google is about to completely take it out because it's not useful anymore, and it breaks a lot. And because people are not really maintaining it, so the code is really old, and they wanted to rebuild the whole thing in 3 weeks.
And who was the business like?
My husband, he used to work for a company in Chicago,
Okay.
and they build ads for companies.
Cool.
To the back, but